What if your secret thoughts are quietly rewiring the brains of the people around you? You aren't just observing reality. Your subconscious expectations are a biological architect, using subtle nonverbal cues to physically sculpt the performance of everyone you meet. This isn't just positive thinking. This is the Pygmalion Effect, a phenomenon where our expectations of others act as a hidden hand, shaping their actual physical and cognitive limits. To understand the power of this invisible architect, we have to look at a classic 1960s classroom experiment. Researchers gave students a standard IQ test but lied to the teachers. They identified a random group of children as bloomers, claiming they were about to hit an intellectual growth spurt. The kids were chosen by a coin flip, but because the teachers believed they were special, those children actually showed massive gains in IQ by the end of the year. Why? Because the human brain is a prediction engine. It prioritizes data that confirms our internal narrative. When we decide someone is capable, our brains broadcast a signal that they unconsciously tune into. This happens through the anatomy of subtle cues. You might not say a word, but your body is constantly leaking your expectations. Micro behaviors, like the split-second dilation of your pupils, the angle of your posture, or a slight leaning in when someone speaks, signal either high expectations or total dismissal. These nonverbal nudges create a physical environment for the recipient. If you expect greatness, you create a psychological safety net. If you expect failure, you trigger a stress response in their nervous system. You aren't just watching them, you are physically altering their ability to think. This leads to a biological phenomenon known as the mirror loop. When a leader or a parent truly believes in someone, it triggers a dopamine release in the subject's brain. Dopamine doesn't just make them feel good, it's the fuel for neuroplasticity. It physically rewires their cognitive capacity to meet your high bar. Modern neuroimaging even shows that during these high-stakes interactions, the brains of the observer and the subject literally sync up. Your belief becomes their biology. But there is a dark side to this power, the golem effect. This is where low expectations lead to a measurable decline in mental and physical agility. Systemic and cultural biases act as negative Pygmalion effects, suppressing collective human potential by placing invisible ceilings over entire groups of people. When we expect less, we get less. Not because the potential isn't there, but because we've architected a reality that smothers it. So, how do we break the cycle of limiting blueprints? It starts with an audit. You have to look at the mental blueprints you hold for your partners, your employees, and your children. Are you projecting a ceiling or a sky? You can even apply this to yourself through self-Pygmalion techniques. By adopting a futuristic identity narrative, viewing yourself as the person you intend to become, you can bypass your current physical and mental limitations. The realization is simple but heavy. You are not just an observer of the world. You are an active sculptor of every person you encounter. Your expectations are the chisel. The question is, what are you building?